DEGRASSI High. She had a baby when she was real young. Her best friend is a skinny chick. She knows an Asian born in Nick.
You're listening to the I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a DEGRASSI podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
Hello.
And Mr. Rick Johnson.
Hello.
And today's guest is the pride of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, guitarist, husband, friend of Chris number 2, dog owner as of 2017. That dog could be dead by now, I don't know. Singer-songwriter and the creative force behind the Homeless Gospel Choir, Derek Zanetti. How are you?
I'm doing so good. Hello. Good to see you guys.
So, Derek, we always start off the guest with the following question. What is your knowledge up to this point of the DEGRASSI franchise?
Well, I am one episode in, season 2, episode 1.
Heck yeah.
I've learned so many things about myself and others just on this one episode. I didn't know that Drake the Rapper was in this show. That was such a wonderful treat.
When he
Drake
showed
the
up,
Rapper.
when he showed up, like immediately in this, did you double take?
I was like, that is a familiar face. Now, I don't know much about Drake's rap songs, but I do know that he is he has a $100 million house in Toronto, so I know that he's done well, for rapping. But I was shocked to see his face, and I liked it. I was like, that's a familiar face. And there's a girl who's on that show too that I've seen her face before too in another show, but I can't put my finger on it.
I wonder who that is. Well, let's see if we can figure it out as we go along.
Okay.
We are in episode 97, When Doves Cry, part 1, which is season 2, episode 1. New student Craig has a bad dad. Joey Jeremiah's back. No fedora and no hair.
Bad. He's just a bad dad.
And Ashley's still here and still great. Hannah, how does it start?
Craig is Craig. Somebody told me earlier this week that I've been saying that weird. Craig. Craig is following Joey and his daughter around the park.
What kind of camera?
Oh, I don't know. A Nixon 25.
Sounds good to me. I know nothing about cameras.
And he's following them around the park, and then when he gets home, you think Craig's a psycho. His dad's a bigger psycho. And that's about it.
Do you recall what's for dinner? What's on the plates? Can you name one food?
I know
item?
his favorite meal. I don't remember that. What's on the
I
plate?
feel like there was some sort of mashed potato.
Well, on this one, I definitely see corn on the cob and a piece of steak.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't throw corn on the cob.
How insane is that dad?
He sucks all the way. He's an absolute turd of a dad. Just a bad dad.
He's not even a good dude.
No.
Later when he's with adults, I'm like, wow, no, that's not cool either. It's not as bad. But, yeah.
He's a good actor, though. I thought he did a good job.
He's been in a whole bunch of stuff.
With that kind of acting skills, I wouldn't doubt it.
In like what?
I'm pulling it up. I wrote, that dude's been in too much stuff.
Goosebumps?
Of course.
Not shockingly, I believe when I looked it up, he mainly plays cops.
Okay.
One of those types.
He seems like that.
That's the typecasting that you don't want. Everybody wants to be typecasted as like the wild friend who drinks too much and has a good time. But if they keep typecasting you as a cop, you know that there's something bad in the mechanics for sure.
A cop and then like a Nazi in a period film.
Sure,
you know
of course.
So you're just talking about Henry Rollins then, right?
Is that what he plays?
He plays cops. He played a Nazi in a program. He's like an uber convincing cop.
I just saw him as a cop in The New Guy. Have you seen The New Guy?
Is it what is it on?
It used to be on Comedy Central when I would stay home from school. I don't know. It was a movie.
Oh, and it's a comedy movie. A New Guy. I'm writing it down. A New Guy.
I think it's just that super macho, bro-y vibe that he just exudes with every second he's alive that just makes you think like cop.
I mean, we're talking about Rollins right now.
Yeah.
Has everybody seen that movie, The Chase, with Charlie Sheen and Buffy, the original Buffy?
I have not.
No.
Oh, I would suggest everybody goes watch it.
What's it called again?
The Chase. It's an alright movie. Like Flea and Anthony Kiedis are also in it. It's basically, but the big takeaway is that Henry Rollins plays the best piece of shit cop in it, and it's amazing.
Comedy or serious drama?
Comedy.
A comedy, okay.
Maybe a dramedy. I don't know.
Maybe a dramedy.
All right, you ready for this? That
Yes.
guy
Okay.
has been in that program Yellowstone. He was also in the reboot of Twin Peaks.
Hello.
Ooh, is that a reboot?
Yeah, because an additional season.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
All right. What else? What else you got?
this program called The X Company. I don't know anything about it. Things You Shouldn't Say Past Midnight, Continuum, The Killing. I don't know if you watched The Killing.
This is Craig's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Durham County. I feel like the B actors in like all of these episodes so far have been like great.
I'm just watching Hannah yawn. Sorry about that.
I'm not yawning about Craig's dad.
Yeah, this is not impressive. If you said like Blossom or something.
Or The
I'd be
Adventures of
excited.
Pete and Pete. That would have been
Right,
sick.
right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Twin Peaks though. Every film nerd.
I'll give Twin Peaks credit for
All
sure.
right.
Okay, so I'm sorry we cut off Hannah, but I'm going to just fill in Hannah. Craig doesn't make it to the 6 p.m. dinner. The dad freaks out, throws the dinner on the floor, or just sweeps it on the floor, says clean it up. Theme music kicks. We're back at DeGrassi. Rick, take it from there.
The transformation of Emma is happening.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
She's got braces.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she has braces, but
That's
the
her
beginning.
cocoon.
That this is the origin story of where she gets to.
Mhm.
because of her braces.
Yeah, because she had crazy whacked out teeth in the first season.
All right.
Also, Toby got tall.
A little
You think
taller.
He grew a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Is there anything different in the theme song or anything? Well, Joey Jeremiah's in the opening credits.
Yeah.
And Craig's there too, I think.
Yeah, Craig's there too. And Holly G. Do you remember them saying, "Holly J, you're up next"? Hannah.
No.
They don't show her, but they're like, Holly J's next. And I was like, oh.
Where? When?
Just like, it's a random, like, little foreshadowing.
Easter egg.
Yeah.
I feel you. I see you.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't catch that. Sorry.
I'm dumb. I'm not smart.
Okay, so Rick, what else? Craig gets dropped off by his father.
Craig gets dropped off by his father, enters blindly into DeGrassi. Again, DeGrassi is having money problems, so they've combined the junior high and high school together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why Craig is in it. He's a high schooler, right?
He's a high schooler? Yeah.
Yes.
So what grades is it right now? 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy moly, that's not good for bullying.
Yeah, everybody, like all the teachers, like Quan is complaining. She's like, yeah, I know it sucks. We added the high school. And then Liberty is like, what about me? I was supposed to be class president. And she's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Like,
Shut up.
Deal with it, Liberty.
Okay, Derek,
Yes.
at this point in the DeGrassi game,
Yes.
who do you like?
Well, I know more of who I don't like than who I like.
Okay, who do you not like besides the father?
Craig's dad is the worst. His name's Albert, and I think he sucks the most. But also another guy that I think who sucks is JT.
Oh, yeah. It's the worst.
He's a pervert. He's a pervert, number one. And he's very aggressive when it comes to the to any type of his desires. Like, there's never any middle ground. It's immediate. There's older babes now, and I'm trying to score. And it got to be super gross, and definitely somebody that I would like to have punch for.
Yeah.
Oh wow. So wait,
I didn't like that he saw Terry was his match, and he was like, no,
Yeah.
she's ugly.
was it like Paige was like 0.03%
Yeah.
chance of matching up?
Also, it's never mentioned in this episode what that crazy batteries are not included device that Toby is carrying around is, right? That webcam attached to a fork.
Yep. As if the fork was jammed up into the webcam.
Right.
Yeah. Like a meatball.
Yeah.
But I think I like Craig the most. I think he's the character that I feel the most compassion for. I think he's coming from a bad spot. He's trying his best. He wants to have a relationship with his sibling, and there's like some weirdness there because of his mom and the new stepdad having a disagreement with the dad Albert. So I think I have the most sympathy and love in my heart for Craig.
Yeah.
But I also didn't get a chance to really see the Drake rapper character develop much within this one episode. So I really wanted to pull for him in the
I love that you didn't go back.
Yeah, and the way you're talking about Craig also sounds like someone describing a rookie baseball player who's just been drafted onto a team.
I feel bad for the guy. I really do. I mean, I think he's getting a real bum deal, and he's not. There's no good outlet for the kid, and he's turning to photography, which is his only escape. And his dad's a giant dick because of it, like not letting him out, not letting him do shit. It bums me out for the guy.
No, absolutely.
His dad bought him that sweet leather jacket he's constantly wearing.
And his dad even drops him off at school, and he's like, "Go get him, champ!" Like super manipulative. Like as long as you do what daddy say, everything's gonna be nice. And I just think he sucks.
But how did you feel about Albert's convertible?
I didn't have very many feelings about that. I just thought it was just fine. I was just a fine. Yeah, I assumed so. I mean, if it was 2009, he would have had a Hummer, but he doesn't. It was it's whatever year that What year is this program, by the way?
2002.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just like that, like, also, like, on top of, like, Albert being a dick, like, there's so many things that are ticking, like, dick boxes for him. He's, like, drives a shitty convertible.
Yeah.
Has the worst sunglasses I've ever seen on a human being when he talks to Joe Maya. Beats his kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Notice how you ranked that third under his sunglasses.
Yeah, sure.
His shitty
abusing his child is after his terrible sunglass choice.
They are that bad. They are that bad.
Oh my gosh.
Not to Hannah.
I thought they were transition lenses, but I guess that's not the right timeline.
That would have also been pretty shitty as well. I mean, you don't think they had transition lenses in 2002?
They shouldn't. I think they're the biggest mistake in culture.
I agree.
Does Emma fall for Craig? Is there
of course.
Does Craig give Emma gonorrhea?
No.
I wish. No, she gets that much later.
Okay.
Also, Craig as an actor is on this first episode of appearance of Craig. He's so much better than everybody already.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Well, he's seasoned. He was a Disney kid, I think.
Oh, was he?
Well, their parents have money. They really sent him to the good classes so you can get all that proper, acting learning.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the show, that first season, wasn't getting traction, so they got a Disney kid in there to try to up the ante?
Maybe they were just like, we need hotter guys because none of them are attractive. I don't know.
They didn't know Drake. They didn't know Drake was going to be a rap superstar. They didn't know that. No way.
How could they have known?
On that.
Derek, you got to keep going on just to see what happens to Drake.
I think I'm going to. I don't watch much television, but I like this program pretty good, and it does remind me of like I graduated high school when I was in 2001, so this is a very similar time, and not everybody had a cell phone out, and they liked kind of the same things. If they liked more like Limp Bizkit and Korn, that would have been more of my senior year. But I'll stick,
There's a lot of kitty posters so far.
Yeah.
Do you remember that band, Derek? It was like an all-girl like new metal band. Kitty.
Yeah, my friend Jeff actually married the bass player from that band.
The most recent bass player?
Well, the original one, the one who's on all the posters that made all the money off that first album.
Amazing.
Okay. You should watch.
He's also really into math. He's like he's really into like really strange maths. He's like, you're never going to guess how many circles will fit inside of this square. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You know? But he's really into it.
There's a comical, they made themselves documentary of Kitty that's worth a watch.
Oh, cool.
Is it on YouTube?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, really? I'm writing this down. Kitty documentary. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm watching that tonight.
Yeah, it's like a trapping of like, oh, band managed by their dad. Two daughters in the band. Why can't they keep any of the members in the band? Type of, it's because there's...
The dad manager's always a super bad look. It's always just the pits.
There's just nepotism running rampant in the world of Kitty.
Let's get back on track here.
Sorry.
Craig, it's all your fault.
Sorry.
Way to go, Derek.
So now, Derek, just to fill you in, so the character Joey Jeremiah is from the original DEGRASSI, from the late 80s to the 90s.
Okay.
And so his daughter is, did anyone recall what his daughter's name is?
No.
Derek,
Angela?
did you write? Angela. So Angela is Craig's half-sister, and he's not allowed to see her because his father, in addition to being an asshole,
Is a dickhead.
has a vendetta against his dead ex-wife, and
I think he killed her.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I wouldn't
I
doubt
think
it.
he's the Carol Baskin of this situation for sure.
Yeah,
It's
especially
never
when he's
addressed
cutting
how
the roast.
Jeremiah died,
He's
right?
cutting the roast beef, and Craig's like, "Remember, Mom?" And he's like, and then he
But
just keeps
one
cutting
thing-
the roast
so,
beef.
Yeah, when he was cutting that roast beef, I was just like, there's one thing you don't do. You don't anger the guy with the electric knife.
Well, I think the electric knife would be less imposing than a real knife in terms
I
of.
don't know.
I've
Have you
never
ever
used an
used-
electric knife. I don't
It's-
even know what it looks like.
It's a serrated knife.
That just gyrates back and
That
forth.
shakes.
Yeah.
It's like a weird knife chainsaw hybrid. It's
So you think an electric knife would be more if you were going to kill me and you had a choice of an electric knife or like a nice butcher knife, you'd go for the electric
so
knife.
can
Maybe
we,
not
we
to kill you, but to cut you up.
We have to have some knowns, right? Like, what are you in the same situation as Craig right now? We're
I'm sitting at the table and you're like going, "Oh, I'm going to kill Mike Park. I'm going to use this electric knife or this nice butcher knife."
If I was up and it was me and you and we were standing up, butcher knife all the way.
It's getting
But
so weird.
I think I could do some damage with the electric knife.
There's some camera magic whenever you click that button. It goes. Zzz, zzz, zzz. I mean, it's dull. It's not a sharp. It's not a sharp knife, really. It just makes it effortless whenever you're cutting like the driest holiday meats. It makes it.
You're assuming that Mike is moist.
Yeah. I'm butcher knife all the way. That's
Butcher
just for
knife.
a really nice. It's for a really nice ad.
Imagine
This
if
is
Craig's dad was angrily cutting roast beef with a butcher knife.
Oh.
just hacking at it super hard. Yeah.
Okay, so Craig is the only way Craig is able to see Angela is through meeting her at her preschool, spying on her in the
Call
cemetery.
it what it is. Stalking.
Yeah,
It's not
he
st-
should
it's
not
not
be at her
stalking.
school. He
No.
shouldn't be at her school.
Disagree.
It's 100% stalking because one, he's wearing that black leather jacket and taking creepy photos through a gate.
Because it's his sister. He loves his sister, so it's not stalking.
No,
Mike, I understand that you want to be protective, and I admire that. However, from an outsider who's only seen one episode, it was creepy. Just for the one, like as the episode starts out, this guy's taking pictures of a little kid in the park. It was a super bad look, just starting
Terrible
out
look.
the season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
other
he put on his
the
school
other
shooter
reason-
trench coat.
The
That's
other
it.
reason is that he's taking said photos back to a dark room
Yeah.
and then superimposing his face in a
Yeah.
book that says "My Family."
Family, yes.
That's exactly. That's why it's not stalking. It's his family.
Mhm.
Oh man.
So,
Do you
Craig.
think Craig's
wait,
dad
wait.
killed their mom? That's what
No.
I'm like.
No.
You
Drunk
don't think-
driver.
Is that what happened?
No, I have no idea.
Was he the drunk driver?
Oh.
I have no idea. They must disclose it somewhere, huh?
I think they're just like she had cancer. You know, everybody on
Oh, I
TV
think
dies
it was.
of cancer.
I think it was cancer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh,
Google how
that's
did
sad.
Joey Jeremiah's wife die.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I'm going to go on. Okay, we briefly discussed JT and Toby like having some kind of in computer class figuring out a percentage of hot girls and
Yeah,
their
they're
chances with these
inventing
girls.
Facebook.
Okay.
They're inventing Facebook
That's so
in there.
terrible.
They blew that.
What was the name of the app that Toby invented?
I don't recall.
Oh.
Grinder.
Grinder. Have you ever used Grinder, Hannah?
No, it's not for me.
What is Grinder?
It's for gay guys.
Oh, only
Yes.
guys, not women?
Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike Park.
I don't know. Sorry.
I don't care.
Derek,
I know.
Are
I've
you-
never.
are you-
I've never used Grinder. Nope.
have you ever? How long have you been married?
7 years.
7 years. Before you were married, did you ever use like I'm trying to think, what was a dating app?
Tinder.
Tinder or
OkCupid?
or anything
No,
like that?
I always would just find a partner in the wild. I would just go out into humanity and just use my charm and my wit, and that's how that's just the old-fashioned way. I think that's
Same
what they
here.
do.
Same here.
Yeah.
Would
I
you
never
say
used
that
dating
you
app.
would go to a park wearing a leather jacket and take photos? to
I've
the
never
fence?
used that approach, but obviously in some cases it's proven to be successful.
It
I've never
depends on the
used it.
game you're hunting.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah. I just, there was a while there that I went back to find religion, and I tried to date some people that I went to church with, and that turned out to be bad too.
What denomination?
Well, it was a Methodist. It was a Methodist denomination.
And how many women did you date during this time in your life that you were at the
I
Methodist
would
church?
say in a 10-year period, maybe 3.
3.
Okay.
Were any of them nice, or were they all? Did they all?
Oh
turn
yeah,
out
two
to
of
be-
them are really nice.
And they're
Two of them
still nice.
I'm still great pals with. We talk about, they both we still chit chat and are buds.
What about the other one? Very bad.
No, there were some unrealistic expectations of spirituality that I could never live up to, and I think what I really wanted more so than a relationship with God was I wanted just to find a different way to belong, and I wanted to find a new measure of growing that I wasn't finding in punk rock. And I don't think I was going there in look of like salvation or anything like that as much as I was looking for community, which I found. But yeah.
Out of the 3 girls, how many of them do you think voted for Trump in 2016?
Well, none of them. I think they're all good-hearted Democrats.
I love it. Okay.
Wow.
Sorry about this tangent.
No,
But
that's okay. When you get onto the religion tip, you have to ask that political question. It's hard
yes.
to. Mike, you're a religious fellow, aren't you? You have the love of the Lord in your heart, don't you?
Yeah, I have some religion in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lord in his heart and Trump in his.
Whatever keeps you on that straight and narrow, keeps you smiling and makes you a better person. I don't, I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Fat Mike wrote a song about me.
Oh boy, that song.
But he
Those are
he
the
never
two
released
famous
it.
the two famous Mikes from California that have big punk labels, Mike Park and Fat Mike. The two.
I think his label's a lot bigger than my label.
That song is so insane.
It never got released, but I sent it to some friends for some laughs. I want him to release it though.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear it? Did I send it to you?
You should send it to me. I'd love to hear it. I mean, maybe I don't want to hear it. Maybe it's something I don't want to. Yeah, I want to hear it.
I
Of
think
course
my
I do.
instructions when I did get it was, please do not share this with anyone.
Immediately you
Put it
should.
on the podcast. You should put it on the podcast.
I've sent it to so many people. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. Okay,
Sorry.
Joey is at the cemetery with Angela, and is this the anniversary of the mom's death?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like a Jeremiah thing where every couple weeks they put flowers on the grave.
Yeah, this has got to be an anniversary, and so
Yeah.
Angela slips up. Previously, Craig says, "Please don't tell Joey that we saw each other," and she said something cute like, "Promise something."
Pinky swear.
Yeah. And so when she slips up, she's like, "Uh-oh," and Joey's like, "Have you talked to Craig?" And then immediately he sees Craig peering about 100 yards away at another cemetery plot.
Digging up graves.
He is so non-discreet with his creeping that it's insane. Like, he might as well have been one gravesite next to them.
Well, that's true, but it's you know it's
And his
TV.
camera is apparently the loudest camera in the world.
Yeah.
When did digital start, Hannah? Do you remember when digital cameras? I feel like it was kicking already in 2002.
I had a
For
digital
sure,
camera
for sure.
in 2002, but not like a digital SLR.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you this story about my mom at the graveyard? Did I tell you guys that when that happened? I
No.
can't remember.
No. Please share.
I was in Philly, like, playing video games in my friend's apartment, and my mom just sends me, this is, like, kind of morbid, but she just sent me a picture of my dad's grave. And I was like, cool. Thank you for sending me that.
What was
there,
the
like,
purpose
any
of her sending that?
context?
Yeah.
There was none. There was no reason. I was like, I just don't need to see that on a Tuesday, but thank you.
Aww. When did your dad pass away?
Like 2010.
And did he have cancer?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about again.
Sorry about the
just
cancer, everybody.
bringing everyone down. I'm bad. Cancer bad. Craig.
Can we swing back? I want to talk about some things way back. One, it's good.
Boy.
It's good.
Okay.
One, did anyone wonder why Manny and Emma had those boxing gloves?
Yes. It was the same thing of the webcam thing. They never...
It's never addressed.
That's fine. It's part of the PE curriculum, boxing.
You
It's
think they got like a
common-
note, like get some boxing gloves. Manny, get some boxing gloves.
They're part of the boxing club at school. Everyone has a boxing club in high school.
Okay, and then also when Sean and Craig meet,
Yeah.
is this like is this a relationship that goes further? Where they immediately hate each other, but then it's like an 80s comedy where it's like we're friends.
We're friends.
They're friends.
Because you're attractive and girls like you. It seemed like instantly. Yeah, that was super weird.
Okay, and the last thing. Did anyone take note of the size of Sean's wallet chain?
No.
It's excessive. He'll never lose that wallet. Not with a chain that size. No way.
He could stand outside the store, give his wallet to someone, and say, "Go in and buy me chips." And it would go all the
You
way
could
in.
give that chain to a couple of protesters and lock up a whole bunch of banks and Starbucks and a Target with that chain.
It is so insane how long that chain was. It went like down to his shoe.
He loved corn. You can tell that he listened to corn, for sure.
Derek, did you have a wallet chain?
I sure did. I had one well into my 30s.
I still have a wallet chain. And I'm 40.
Safety.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't just like the fashion of it. I'm absent-minded, and the moment I left wallet chain, I went right to fanny pack. It was an immediate change.
A hard left.
I had to make a
wallet
hard.
chain.
I pivoted hard on that for sure.
The fanny pack I use just for when I'm on tour, when I'm doing merch. It's the most convenient way to hold your square reader, your change, perhaps a pen, a Sharpie.
Chewing gum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah, who does merch when you go on tour? I feel it's
Definitely
not you.
Hannah.
Yeah, I don't think it's Hannah.
You assume we sell merch, but
the attempt of selling merch.
It's always me because I
It
don't have
is?
it. Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Because I don't have anything to pack up. So Jake is always like, get down there and sell the merch. And then no one buys anything and we leave.
Aww.
Are you sad when nobody buys anything?
No. I'm just having a fun time being anywhere. I'm like present in the moment of life.
Oh, boy. Craig is in the dark room. And father says, Craig, dinner. Goes down to dinner. And he made his favorite. Yorkshire pudding. What exactly is what is that exactly is Yorkshire pudding, Derek?
Yorkshire pudding is a mixture of egg and butter and flour and salt that you put into small little muffin tins, and they make these little breads that are supposed to catch the drippings from the roast beef, and they suck up all the juice, and you can put mashed potatoes on there if you want.
It sounds delicious.
And if you're vegan or vegetarian and you're conscious about your health, you can still make Yorkshire puddings and then just put vegetarian shit in there.
So it's like bread.
It is bread. It for sure is. It's like a custardy type of bread.
Counting the ingredients and I was like, okay, that's either a cake or
it's a savory little bread. It's like a little muffin, hollow muffin.
Are you vegan, Derek?
No, I've even eat humans. If you give me enough, if you put enough Sweet Baby Ray's on it, I'll take a bite out of a human.
If there's enough Yorkshire pudding, forget it.
Does anyone remember that tofu substance that was called hufu that was supposed to be
human tasting?
Human tasting, consistency and taste to human.
Boy. No, I'm glad I didn't. I would have tried it, I would have given it that.
And then you would have loved it a little too much.
I know. What happened to all Derek's neighbors? They mysteriously started to disappear.
Hoovu went off the market and he lost his mind.
Do you think Maddie has eaten a bunch of Yorkshire pudding now that she's been in England for so long?
Yorkshire, Rick. Yorkshire.
I think she's still eating like tater tots and carrots and nuts and Diet Coke like she was in the United States. I when I was in England, we've been over that, but this is just insanity. Yorkshire pudding. I'm getting myself revved up. The food there is insane.
I've had Yorkshire pudding. It's delicious.
Great.
I love it. I love it
too.
It's like eating meat cake.
What's the fried blood thing called?
Blood sausage?
Black pudding.
Blood pudding.
Blood pudding, yeah. The name is enough to make me not trust it, but
Hufu is all right.
I mean, if I know that it's fake, then that's half the battle. But if just like, hey, do you want to? There's this leftover blood that we've just been cooking up that we're going to scrape together and put there next to your potatoes. That's a hard pass.
I just love that. It's like, we've been cooking up this blood 10, 12 hours.
And it looks like a brownie.
What's Craig's dad's name again? Sorry.
His name was Albert.
Albert. I love him.
If he was cool, he'd have a nickname, but he's not.
No. Just
if he had a friend. You have to have a friend to have a nickname. That's the thing.
His friend is Craig. So at that dinner, he asked Craig, hey, I got a message from Joey Jeremiah. Did you call him? He says, no.
No.
Of course
I just crept around a gravesite.
Yeah, no, Dad.
But then Albert shows up at Joey's. Well, first he makes a dig at when
that's what I'm saying.
When Craig mentions, like Hannah was saying earlier, that about remember Mom used to do this, and he got all mad. Did he say like why would she leave a surgeon for a used car salesman?
Mm-hmm.
That's not very nice.
No.
Well, it's also like he's like pretending that he's not a maniac who hits people. He's like, I don't know why no one likes me.
Yeah.
It's
not because you have a lot of money, I'll tell you that. That has very little to do with the reason why nobody likes you.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I'm giving Albert the benefit of the doubt. I wonder if there's a little more to the story. Like if
you're giving him the what now?
Yeah.
If like the wife started cheating on the husband, like Albert with Joey.
That's no excuse. That's no excuse.
What's going on, Rick?
Yeah, Rick, what are you trying to do? Let's move ahead to the
let's
Vikings.
Everything's great at home.
Unpack it.
Everything's great at home. Yeah, everything's great at home. Jessica
Roast
hasn't
beef
seen.
and Yorkshire pudding tonight.
Yeah, Jessica hasn't seen a single soul since May. So
It's hard also to figure out the timeline because like Angela's so old and Craig's so old. It's weird. I guess there was 1 year where she was alive and not with Albert.
what do you mean?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like when all that went down.
I'm trying to figure out what you're saying here.
So let's say that
what the divorce.
Yeah.
Well, you got to assume that Angela is 4.
Oh, you're right.
So
And
maybe 4 years ago. So that would mean that.
And he died. She died probably when she was 3.
Yeah.
Let's say that.
So let's say the mom and dad, Albert and the mom, got divorced when Craig was 6.
I say 8.
Tons of time for new baby Angela.
Yeah.
And the mom just left him there.
Well, yeah, I don't know what happened. I think they had joint custody. Would be my guess.
Is your guess?
Whose parents are divorced? Anybody? Well, I know Hannah's dad has passed away. So, your parents were divorced when he passed away, or were they together?
Oh, not together.
Together. Rick's parents are together. Derek's parents are both alive.
My dad's dead too.
Hey.
My dad passed away too. So
But my parents were married, even though unhappily married. I'm married till the end.
yeah, I would
The
say
bitter end.
my parents unhappily married for sure.
Whoa.
Oh, man,
Not a
sucks.
healthy relationship, but
No, mine neither.
I don't know where I was going with that, but
We're talking about it.
let's get
I'm
back
sorry.
to
I'm sorry,
Claus
everybody.
class. Yeah, Rick. I mean, even Rick, even though his parents perhaps are nice people, he has a chaotic life with his crazy brother. So
Yeah, but
Right?
yeah.
that's not
Yeah, Rick.
continuing to bring people down. I'm sorry.
Just because your parents are alive doesn't mean your life's perfect. Okay?
Yeah, Grand Rapids isn't that cool, Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
Well, that's
Yeah, Rick,
Muskegon.
we hate
That's
you,
Muskegon.
Rick.
That's different. That's a different beast.
Rick. Miss Kwan, when they're doing like introductions and Craig is wearing those like Viking horns, and Miss Kwan is like wearing almost like a
Band leader.
yeah. What's the band leader called when you're the drum major?
Sergeant Pepper.
Why are they dressed like that? What's going on?
Yeah,
I don't know. They're doing like icebreakers with hats.
Okay.
Where did they get all those hats if they can't afford to separate the junior high and high school?
I don't know. And it's also like Miss Kwan's husband died and her class has been less and less about English.
Did he actually die? Did he die
No.
too?
No, he got better.
Oh, he did. Okay. Derek, do you want to talk about just that scene with Craig, the introduction he gives? Give us a breakdown. Miss Kwan's class, and she asks him to introduce himself. What does he say?
Oh, I don't remember. I didn't write that down.
Babe, Derek out,
Sorry.
Hannah in. Hannah in.
He says, so yeah, I'm Craig, and if I were to disappear tomorrow, would it even matter? We're on an insignificant planet in an endless universe, and I'm a blip. And I watched this episode with my mom, and it just was quiet for a while afterwards, and she goes, and nobody's going to talk to the guidance counselor. She was like, because Miss Kwan just goes, okay, and now whoever's next.
Okay, I'm sorry, Rick. Earlier I said, when you said Emma has started to transform, you're totally correct. She does look.
Yeah.
She's starting to get a little older.
We're also kind of skipping over that B plot with Paige and JT when JT is
Oh, I liked it.
way creepy.
What does he say to her? Rick, you want to talk about it?
I can't remember. All I remember is his gross Jim Carrey teeth when he goes up and talks to her.
But you're right.
So he tries to ask her out. Does he ask her out yet?
Yeah, he's asked her out, but
Like a billion times.
So she's just laughing at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bold. That's how some women get murdered.
Craig goes up to Emma and goes, "You don't remember me? We were forced to dance 5 years ago at my mom and stepdad's wedding, and now Emma and Manny are in love with Craig,
Yeah.
especially Manny."
No, Paige was eating yogurt. Kids at DEGRASSI eating yogurt again. Do you think that was a throwback?
I have no idea. I think
Yogurt.
is a universal food item for high school.
Yeah.
We talked about the encounter at the car lot with Albert and Joey as he tries to sell a car.
That his car salesmanship is weird.
Bad. It's bad.
Take this lemon, you could squeeze it in my eye.
Yeah, you could shove lemons in my eyes. You could put nails in my ass.
Also, is it sort of depressing that people still call him Joey
Instead of Joe Jeremiah.
or Joseph
Joe.
Jeremiah?
Joey.
He's not acting like a Joe. He's not talking
he's
like a Joe.
very
I mean,
Joey.
he's definitely acting. He's acting concerned.
Who's a famous Joey that went to? Isn't like that show Friends? Is his name Joey?
Yes.
What about
That's-
Joey
And
Fatone?
Uncle Joey from Full House.
And do they ever
Exactly, I
change
was
to
gonna
Joe?
say.
Do
Joey.
they?
No.
Yeah, so Joey's
Sometimes
fine.
they call him Joe.
Joey
for sure.
Yeah,
Ramone.
oh,
Joe.
Yes.
there we go. God, Rick, that was a terrible take. What? How does this end up, Hannah? This encounter at the car dealership.
Well, first of all, I love that Joey's talking to people, and then Albert's like, "Talk to the guy. He loves cars," or something. Just so annoying.
What
With
is it?
his
Yeah, he's
and
a
his
dick.
lenses are fully have changed. Yeah, and then he's like, "Hey, why did you call my house?" And Joey's like, "Well, I saw Craig at the graveyard." And Albert's like, "That's impossible, Craig."
Craig was eating Yorkshire pudding with me.
Craig was with me all night, so it's just basically something bad is about to happen.
Yeah, this is when it gets heavy. The JT follows Paige. I don't know if this is the first time he asked her out, but Paige is walking with Hazel and Spinner, and JT kind of like puts his head between Hazel and Paige, just saying how much he likes her. Does anyone recall? What's he
Yeah.
drinking?
Like-
He's drinking a Sprite also.
Yeah.
Please let me go on a date with you.
Yeah.
And she's just laughing it off.
Yeah, until she realizes that she can pimp herself out for $30 to get a new haircut.
Also, in her defense, she said no.
That's
And knows
true.
a complete answer.
Yeah. It's because JT sucks.
Yeah,
So-
all the way.
Are they in ninth grade? Spinner, Paige, and Hazel? Are they ninth graders now?
Were the young kids in 7th grade?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, they're in high school.
They're in high
Yeah.
school. God, that midriff is just crazy. Okay.
But I also feel like we didn't. It is. She's popping out of there.
It's so inappropriate. The parenting.
It's not. To me, it doesn't feel inappropriate because she looks like a baby wearing a crop top, which I guess is inappropriate.
I also didn't think her hair looked bad.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, I think she looked tight as fuck, but I also think ladies with mullets look kick ass.
True that. Who can you give us a
Ashley showed up yet?
who
Has
Ashley?
who? Yeah.
Well, that I don't think so. Where she tries to say, "Oh, I tried calling you." Also,
Yeah, like
okay.
I think that happens at the beginning of the episode where she's like, "Yo, I went to Paris. I tried to call you when I got home," and everyone's like, "Get out of here, you
Fuck
e-head."
you bitch.
Was it everybody or was it just Terry? I mean, just Hazel and Paige.
Hazel
It was
and Paige.
Hazel Page, and then Terry was like, "They'll come around."
But that
Oh,
also comes after
she's a
my
good
favorite
friend.
part where Craig goes, child labor's illegal, and Paige goes, "Okay, thanks, Mr. News at 5."
Oh, that was good. That was a good one. That was a
I'll
good
have
one.
to save that. I like Mr. News at 5. I'll have to use
Yeah,
that.
me too. I was like, wow, why don't I call everyone more Mr. News at 5?
Well,
I think I'm gonna call Lindsay Mr. News at 5 whenever she gives me like a real great nugget.
I love that. I'm writing it down. Mr. News at 5. So we forgot that Emma invited Craig over for whose birthday is it? Is it someone's birthday? Why are they having this get together at Spike's house?
I don't know. Why?
Hannah.
Spike's birthday, because
Yeah,
he
Spike's
says
birthday.
you're aging. You're
Okay.
gonna grow gray.
I just want to know why Yick is there.
He's friends.
He's growing.
Why would he not be there?
There's
He's
no
growing.
way. These DeGrassi kids are all out of whack. There's no universe would Yick be at Spike Nelson's house.
Why?
No, it's when
Spike
you
was
get older,
friends
you
with
just
everybody.
There's also
Yeah.
no way that Joey Jeremiah would be at Spike Nelson's house.
These are the kids that didn't move away. They're still living in.
they're the town.
Do you
town.
hang out with the kids that didn't move away in your town?
Yeah.
Derek Zanetti.
What's that?
10 years out of high school. How many people were you still hanging out with from high school?
Who's
All
that?
right. Hannah, 10 years out of high school, which
Everybody
is
I
right
know.
now.
Everybody I know in my tight circle is from high school.
Really? I love
Brent
it.
went to high school with me. That's
Nope.
I talked to one person from high school still. Rick, how many?
Quite a few, but like I'm not going over to their house to have a barbecue.
That's a
Funny
shame.
enough, we actually had, for the very first time ever, there's a group chat that we actually started today with me and 7 just random people that I went to high school with that are actually not Trumpers. So it's been interesting to they'll post something and I'll like it. And there's like this little small secret society of just a few leftist people that graduated in a predominantly Trumpy school, and
Wow.
it's funny that we're talking shit on the internet about the super wild posts that they're putting on the internet.
This has got to be a Facebook group, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, it's brand new. Today's the first day.
wow.
Join me. Have me join in. Invite me.
Yeah.
But like,
You would have to be a member of the graduating class of 2001 from West Mifflin area high school.
That's
We'll get
me.
you in there,
I was,
Mike. We
I
can
was the
sneak you in.
exchange student from Korea. Oh, dear.
He looks a lot older than us. Like,
He doesn't,
Oh.
though. That's the thing that makes me so mad. Mike Clark, there's so many things about you that I love. The one thing about you that I can't stand is that you don't age. Makes me so mad.
The hair is graying like crazy, though, but
You
Just
could
adds-
dye your hair.
adds a little class.
It does.
Adds a little class. I'm just so happy.
Ooh.
Anytime Spike is in an episode of Next Gen, I get happy.
yeah.
Of course.
And yeah, and seeing anybody, just the fact that Joey's back, I'm happy. Snake, Yick, this is like good times. It's a good feel.
So,
I can't say much about
so
Spike's camo shirt, though.
Snake and Spike are dating right now, right?
Yeah.
They're
Or they're just kind of getting friendly. It doesn't get
Flirting.
official. Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
Flirt.
think the hotel with Jordan situation brought them into each other's arms?
well, that was a horny moment.
They went to a concert together, right? Or no, they were just at the school. Wait, what happened? They were at the reunion together.
Yeah.
Well,
and then
when Snake
Snake
pushed that guy up against the wall.
Yeah.
That was
I mean, it
pretty-
could have, but she liked him in high school, and he picked
Oh, that's
he
true.
picked Baldy. What's her name again?
See?
I forgot it. Michelle.
You described her as an aging witch. I feel like.
You really did.
This is all old stuff. Sorry, Derek.
That's okay. I'm enjoying just watching it.
Derek, I'll get you back on the radar by asking you trivia.
All right.
Random trivia. 5 bands who have released a record on No Idea Records.
This bike is a pipe bomb.
Yeah.
Against me.
Yep. No Googling.
I'm not.
Okay.
No idea. Defiance, Ohio.
Yeah.
Dear Landlord.
I'm not sure about that, but I'd say, okay, Rick is nodding yes.
And
There's one that's in this chat right now.
well, Mustard Plug.
Yes.
Oh, get out of
Mustard
here.
Plug.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Hannah, besides those 5, one. Just one band. The name starts with Hot. The band name starts with Hot. Name a band that released a record on No Idea Records.
Hot Chili Peppers, comma, red.
Okay, I'm going to give you the second word in the band's name. Hot water.
Hot dogs.
And then the third and final word, I'm going to give you the first letter. Hot water M. M
Hot-
as in music.
Yes.
Hot
water
water.
music.
You got it. 1 for Hannah, 0 for Derek.
All right. I'll take it.
Wow. Doesn't seem like that's very fair.
I like it. I like the scoring system.
All right. Okay.
Although I would love to start a band called Hot Chili Peppers, comma, red.
Red.
Where you just do what kind of versions of the chili? You can do ska versions of the
Ska
Chili
versions
Peppers.
or just slow, stripped down.
Yeah, easy
acoustic
music.
covers.
That sounds
It'd be
good.
It'd be really funny to do that because they'd all be like one note versus just like A the
Yeah.
whole time.
Derek,
With insane lyrics.
can you sing Under the Bridge, Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Is that Take Me to the Place I Love? Take me to the place I love.
No, that's it. That's all you got. Okay, Rick, the song, Red Hot Chili Peppers song from the Coneheads movie.
I have that on record in my
Soul to Squeeze.
I don't know. I just know it goes, I got a bad disease.
boom, 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 boom.
From
What was
my brain is where I bleed.
The Anthony Kiedis, whenever he tries to sing a ballad, the guy can't sing. He's a great rapper, but his voice is so bad.
A great rapper.
He's a great rapper, I'd say.
I don't know if Mike and I have talked to this in private, but like it's so weird to me what they have become. Of like Anthony Kiedis just trying to sing all the time. It's like,
I know, he can't sing.
You're leaning into the wrong thing, dude.
He's no Angelo Moore.
Well, what's he
trying
going to do? Lean into the rapping?
Yeah.
Or at least
Yeah,
scatting. He should stay in that scat realm because there's
yeah.
not a lot of folks, fishing there.
Yeah.
There's an
fishing hole,
amazing their
empty.
performance of Under the Bridge on SNL.
It's so bad.
It's so bad and it's so good. It's like the exact moment when John Frusciante quits the band.
Because, he messed it up. He was playing out of key on purpose.
Well, no,
he was messing it
doing it
up
on purpose. He wasn't playing out of key. He was
just playing some weird stuff.
Modulating the chords in a way. It's so like there. You can just watch it and you find little nuances of like, oh man, like the fact that everybody is basically in their underwear except for John Frusciante is fully clothed, wearing multiple sweaters.
Hannah, give it away now. Is that the name of the song? Give it away.
Is the name of the song "Give It Away, Give It Away"
Yeah.
now?
Yeah. What's that name? What's that song called? Can you do the rap in it? Any part of the rap?
No.
What about the Weird Al parody of that?
What's the Weird Al parody?
Rick, do you know?
Bedrock Anthem.
Do you know any of the rap from Bedrock Anthem?
I can't remember it. My favorite. So Jeff Rosenstock played Pitchfork Fest, and he was like, "I need we got to get an intro song. This is a big show." And I just went to him. I was like, "Do you trust me?" He's like, "Yeah." And I just had them walk out to Bedrock Anthem.
I love it. I love Weird Al. He's so good.
Yeah.
So
Oh
good.
yeah.
Joey talks to Craig and says, "Hey, can I talk to you?" And then kind of says, "I talked to your dad," and Craig's like, "I'm out of here. Thanks for the hot dog, Miss Nelson." And when he arrives at home, whoa, I'm gonna let Hannah take it from here. He's running home.
So I had so many feelings about this scene because it kind of like, it feels like in a video game where you're in like a scary part and then you walk in and like when that dad's just nothing on the table, nothing in his hands, sitting in a dark living room, and Craig's like, I was like, run out the front door, like, don't go upstairs.
He does better though.
He's like, I'm just gonna go to my dark room, which of course is like fucking just. It just seems like if I know what Craig's dad is gonna do, Craig should know. Whatever. So he goes in, it's completely destroyed because Craig's dad found his psychotic serial killer diary.
Couple kicks to the ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, some hard ass kicks to the ribs.
Yeah.
It's also that's a very dangerous location for any sort of fight.
Yeah, there was chemicals
everywhere.
That would have been crazy if he just burned half his face off and then that was his character. That would have been kind of fun though too.
Did you take any photo class in high school, Hannah?
Yeah. I was really bad at it.
Did you learn how to develop film though?
Yeah.
Derek, photo class?
No, I didn't. I went to no, there wasn't that. We didn't have one of those.
Rick?
It was like Footloose, but instead of dancing, no photos.
I never took the class. The original photo area in our school got basically boarded up because people were having sex in it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
only
a good place
in
to do it.
Muskegon.
It's
no,
a
they
dark.
were hooking up at our school too.
It's a dark room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
I'll let you slide.
They upgraded eventually to like the one with the circular door. That's like you're on Star Trek. Yeah.
Well, at our school, you had to go through the art room, so there was like way less chance of people hooking up in there. But I never hooked up with anyone in there. But if the myths are true, it happened.
Yeah, ours is just a literal random closet type thing in the hallway that just said dark room. That was always unlocked, but then you can lock it from the inside. It was super weird.
Oh,
my high school was super weird.
I like your high school. It sounds super fun. Okay, yeah. The episode 1 is over. It freeze frames on Craig just in the fetal position, and
so hard to end on a two-parter. Just halfway through.
You didn't jump to episode 2. You were just staying.
No, I just stayed with the. I didn't want to. I didn't know if I just didn't. No.
I love it. And you said there's a chance you might.
I really did like it. I liked. I wanted to see more of. I wanted to see if maybe, Drake started rapping on any of those episodes. I was really curious about that, and there's some other character development that I would like to see a little justice for Albert. I would like to see, maybe one of the dads from the community go over there and beat his ass. But yeah, other than that, I'm excited for it. I think I'm gonna watch a couple extras too.
See them Freddy Krueger him.
Yeah, if you feel like tonight perhaps is a good night where you can just watch a couple episodes, go for episode 2. Conclude this When Doves Cry Part 2, and then jump into episode 3, and we'll have some good Drake stuff in episode 3. I'm pretty sure that involves Michael Jackson and breaking.
Season 2 is
great.
Chef's kiss.
That's good. Yeah. So Derek, thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
I hope you had a good time.
Rick and Hannah, it's great to be here with you too.
Yeah.
Once again, Derek Zanetti, the Homeless Gospel Choir, streaming on all formats. Check out the music, political, but also heartfelt stuff, and I think you'll like it. So check out the music of Homeless Gospel Choir, and goodbye to my friends Rick and Hannah until next week. Enjoy your evenings. Bye, everyone.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
Bye-bye.